What are some of the challenges that you're being like faced with on the mission field in your regions that you're?
Well, you see, challenges are all the time, but the biggest challenge that we feel right now is the misinformation that is circulating. Somehow the media somehow has been, I wouldn't like to say brainwashed, but the other side, they have a lot of resources.
Yeah.
And normally, if they want to publish something, like for instance, let's say the Gay Pride parade or something, then they could invite the news media to a hotel for a good lunch where they can have a nice thing to eat and so on. And then at the end, after they have eaten well, the news media and so on, oh, by the way, maybe if you can publish this article for us, and don't worry about it, we will pay what it costs you. So the newsman has been fed properly and is being given a news report and doesn't really necessarily question about it. So, since they are paying for it, he will publish it.
Interesting.
And then what happened? The people get to read these articles that don't necessarily, are aimed to defend life and family. Of course not. Okay? And therefore, nowadays, the gay pride parades and all that stuff, that seems to be the story. It's we have to be very educated in the sense that, we should not discriminate anybody. Nobody wants to discriminate anybody. But what's happening is that they grab the gay parades and stuff like that. It's to show that they have the right to march. Fine. But then they wear, exotic clothes, and they show things that normally you wouldn't see it. And little kids are supposed to be watching it. What kind of message do you pass into it? So that's just one example. So you're talking about information that is being used in the news media that doesn't necessarily, help life and family.
A lot of times it's directly targeting it, too, it seems like, from your example.
Yes. So we cannot go through the news media to try to publish because it costs money.
Yeah.
We don't have those resources. So what we do, we try to, organize maybe a small events where we can have a speaker, try to explain some of the issues, what's going on, what's happening, and so on. People that participate normally, then they say, wow, we didn't know that. We didn't know this and that. But the news media not necessarily is publishing the right things. So that's a big challenge.